Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday night at the Etobicoke Centennial Arena, the home of the West Mall Lightning, facing off tonight against the Mississauga Beast. St. John over to Leung. Crosses the red line into the blue line, surrounded there by a couple of Lightning players. They fired around to the far wall. West Mall looks to come out of the zone, gains the red line and fires it in deep. They grab the puck on the far side. Scoleri, Sells, Leung grab it, and a bouncing puck. They quickly have to push it off into the corner. Sells and Leung back there. Scoleri grabs it, tries to headman it up, just out of the reach of Foster. They push it back in. Sells now looks to try and get around a couple of players. West Mall on a bit of a break has an opportunity here. Cohen with the back check is able to pick it up. Cohen now cuts across through the middle of the ice, gains the blue line, drives wide, looks to come back in, fires it. Shot there. Now McDonald in the corner. McDonald tries to pick it up, gets it back. They try and throw it back and forth between he and Shen, but West Mall gets it out. Shen pushes it back. Sarandi around the corner. Now Cohen grabs it, gains the red line, tries to fire it off the boards. McDonald follows up to help out. Comes back to Sarandi. Now over to Shen. Shen back to Sarandi. Now up to Cohen. They push it off him. Now McDonald, he grabs it in behind the net. Tries to fire a backhand off the boards to Tennille Rodrigo. Underneath, everybody's sticking back out. Vita over to his defensive partner. They bring it back across. Hard charging Tennille Rodrigo. Picks the puck up, tries to fire it across, and West Mall picks it up in the corner. They go D to D, look to come out the left side of the middle of the ice. Lansfield on the back check, picks it up. He goes far side for Harris Peru. He chips it up the wall, and Oosterhuis skates into it. Oosterhuis over the blue line, deep in the zone now. A backhand into the crease. West Mall pushes it out of trouble. West over. At the blue line, sticks collide. The puck pops up and goes into the bench of the West Mall Lightning. Fast-paced action here for the first 2.5 minutes of the game. 7:30 remaining. Sells wins it back. Leung tries to push it in. West Mall picks that off. Now they try and come out and around. Foster controls his man briefly. Lougheed throws it back into St. John. He pushes it over to Leung. Leung now just has his picked off, but he's able to regroup and get it out of the zone. Scoleri all over the defenseman for West Mall. They push it over, just get it past Foster. Now they're back in the corner as the forecheck is very ferocious this evening. Sells, picks one off, gets around one, tries to get it through a small opening. They picked it off briefly, but now he gets it back. Now we got Scoleri in behind the net, tries to feed it past a couple of Lightning, but they're able to just briefly hold it. Now they look with a couple of guys on them to throw it back in deep. West Mall looks to come out up the middle of the ice. Sells on the, he comes in. He fires a low shot into the back of the net. With 6:17 remaining in the first, it's 1-0 Devils. Sells, using his speed, was able to create the turnover between the red line and the blue line, and then he's able to skate in and had an open lane to the net. Now West Mall looks to try and come back out. Up the ice they come. A great stick there by Sarandi, and he holds that off. Now McDonald pushes it back. Tenio Rodrigo now. He just briefly gets it out. Now Westmall looks to try and control it. Shen. Now Cohen just has the puck roll off his stick. They fire it in deep. And now Westmall's in the far corner. They look to set things up behind their net. Comes back out. Shen corrals it at center ice. He spots Sereni on the far side. He gains the red line, just fires it in deep, looking to get some speed and possibly create another turnover. Matthew Luca all over the defenseman now, and he pushes the puck out. Westmall briefly grabs it. Now they're back in there again on the forecheck. Luca comes out. He fires a shot. The goalkeeper gloves that one and then somehow covers it up with 5:03 remaining in the period. Face-off's gonna be to the left of the Westmall goalkeeper. They push it back. Harris Peru fires it into the corner. Around it goes. A wise play there as they tried to get it out in front. But Westmall regroups. They fire it across the ice. Now, Bracken comes in. Harris Peru's all over him in the corner. A couple of Westmall players join in the fray and they just get it out. Vita's able to hold it in. Cruzel in behind the net. He tries to evade a handful of people. Him and Bracken play catch. Westover now comes in, angles the puck off them, and now it's up on the wall. Luca picks it up. Dangerously close to going off the side of the net there, but they're able to get it out of the zone. Now they go D to D once again. That goes off his skate and back in behind the net. Harris Peru. He finds Sells at center ice. Sells stops up, tries to elude a couple of players. Now they're in the far wall. Deep in the zone, Westmall. And looks like Sells is going to go off for interference. So Duffield's gonna be shorthanded here. 3:42 remaining in the first. They push it back to Pratt. Pratt goes over to his D partner. They fire a high shot. That goes up and over the shoulder of the goalkeeper to make it 1-1 with 3:38 remaining in the period. A quick power play goal there by Westmall. 4 seconds into the power play. They push it back to Leung. Up to Cohen, just out of his reach, and now comes in deep. They look to try and get it out. Cohen all over the defenseman. Tries to set things up. And Tenio Rodrigo comes in to help out. Westmall is able to gain the zone. Cohen angles him off, throws it back to St. John off his foot to Leung. Leung now sets things up behind the net. St. John back to Leung. Around to Cohen. Cohen chips it off the wall. That's going to go for icing. Now we got 3:01 remaining in the period. Cohen and McDonald get the puck out of the zone. Now Cohen with a quick forecheck pushes it deep in the zone. Tenio Rodrigo goes back for it. He gets taken down. Now the puck's in behind the net. Tenio Rodrigo able to hold on to it. Kicks it to himself. Now Tennille Rodrigo gets it back to Serrani. He fires a shot on net, and the goalkeeper for Westmall pushes it to the corner. Now they look to come out of the zone. Up, they gain the blue line, push it around. That's Maricel's in. Serrani pushes it back forward. And it just gets out of the zone. Tennille Rodrigo looks to try and push it off another stick. And now Serrani. Serrani to Shen. Shen back to Serrani. Now they come up the boards. Serrani. Oosterhuis follows that up, picks it up. In the corner he goes. He's got a couple of Westmall players on him. Oosterhuis holds it in against the boards briefly, and Westmall pushes it away to the other side. Luca back to Shen. Back to Luca. He tries to elude a couple of players, and not able to do it. They just get it out of the zone. Luca now cuts back up the middle of the ice. Luca, deep in the zone, skates in behind the net. Comes around Oosterhuis, pushes it back in. Lansfield now tries to push them out. Oosterhuis comes back in, and now it comes around to Shen. Shen, off the wall to Luca. Luca chips it in behind the net. Lansfield skates into it. Lansfield now pushes it back. Serrani tries the quick shot there, but a wobbling puck, and it doesn't make it all the way to the net. They throw it in deep. A huge save there by Beta, and he kicks it out to Serrani. Westmall trying to use their speed, get angled off the puck, and now Sells comes away with it. Sells to the far side, hits Luca. Luca gains the red line and fires it in deep. Now Westmall goes D to D. They look to try and set things up. And that one off a stick and out of play with 32.7 seconds remaining in the period. Scoleri grabs the puck, fires it in deep. Foster gives chase. He's looking to flush them out in the corner. Scoleri goes in to join him. Now Sells picks that off briefly. Deep in the zone now. Scoleri. Scoleri tries to leave it for Foster. Foster pushes a couple of guys off the puck. He gets taken down in the corner, but Scoleri grabs it. Now he chips it into Sells. Sells is in behind the net, and the buzzer sounds. 1-1 heading into the second period between these two teams. A fast-paced first period game with only a couple of whistles. Coaches will be letting them know what they like so far, what they've seen, what they want to see continue tonight. Referees are gathering at center ice. They'll be chatting what they thought about the first period. Probably trying to catch their breath as well. Sells, Scoleri, and Foster up front. St. John and the Young start off the second period. Vita in his feet, throws it over to Cronin. Scoleri tries to flush him out. The speed. And they're in there deep. Off Foster, or Sells his foot into Foster. He throws it back to St. John. St. John over to Leung. A low shot there. Looking for a redirection. Now Sells. Over to Leung. Leung with a little room. back it goes. Sells. Quick shot there. Leung and Foster were looking to try and redirect that one in the net. Now Penny throws it across to the winger. They push it in deep. Leung gets it up. Now Cohen. He tries to get it through the feet. Unable to do it. Almost there now. Cohen's back in deep. He's trying to chase them around. Neil Rodrigo tries to hold the wall. They bounce it off the boards. And the the forward comes up. Cohen goes far side to Neil Rodrigo. He fires a hard shot. And the goalkeeper the referee thought he covered it up. So 13:22 remaining in the period. They go back deep. Luca fires a hard shot on net. Made a little bit of interference in front there as Oosterhuis was trying to block the goaltender's view. A late change here by West Mall. They push the puck, it gets caught up in the ref's skates, but Oosterhuis comes away with it. Using his edges, he's able to get it back to Sereni. Sereni fires a hard shot there. That gets tipped by the West Mall player and into the corner. Shen pushes it into the corner. Lansfield and Oosterhuis are in there. Oosterhuis charging through bodies, gets to the far side, and he's able to keep the puck alive. Couple of West Mall players in there, and they're trying to get it out. But Oosterhuis, he's able to push it back to Sereni. Sereni over to Shen. Shen, he fires a shot. Just missed the net. Sereni now grabs it, pushes it back into the corner. Luca chips it off the wall. He's back around Sereni once again. On the net. Now they look to just get it out of the zone. It goes through everybody and deep in the zone. Sereni now off the wall. Tries to have Lucas skate into it. Lansfield, he grabs it. And there's a hard shot and a big glove save by the goalkeeper for West Mall. With 11:57 remaining in the period. Sells to Foster. Foster to Westover. Back to Sells. A one-timer there. Now Sells. He throws another one. A bouncing puck, and the goalkeeper has to cover it up. Some great passing there. And Malik had to be sharp. Sells now over to Foster. They leave it for Westover. Oh, and a quick stick there by the defenseman. Pushes it out of the zone. Now Sells looks to set things up. Chips it off the wall. Gets it over into the corner to Scoleri. West Mall's on him pretty quick, but it comes back out. Now they're in. West Mall looks to control it. Sells up the middle of the ice. And he reverses it to Foster. Foster off the wall. Scoleri with speed. Comes down. Tries to cut into the middle of the ice. And he goes top shelf to make it 2-1 for Duffield with 11:07 remaining. Sells with a backhand up to Foster at the half wall deep in their zone. Foster was able to chip it around the defenseman. Scoleri skated into it, and he came down, got across the blue line and cut into the middle, eluded everybody, and then was able to put it home. Leung now looks to get it up. He fires it to McDonald. McDonald now leaves it for Cohen. Cohen back in, just misses Tenio Rodrigo. Now they try and come back around. Lahi throws it over to his defensive partner. Pratt tries to set it back up. They go up the far side. St. John looked to rub his man out. So he's going to go off as the referee gives him a penalty for head contact. So 2 minutes is the call. Cohen and Tenio Rodrigo will start it off. Leung with a backhand. That gets out of the zone as it goes off the skate. Now they come around. Look to try and set things up. Just get across. And Serrani's there. He picks it off briefly. Now West Mall. They gain the zone. And Beta covers it up with 10:05 remaining. They've killed the first 26 seconds of the penalty. Comes back, West Mall looks to go D to D. A big pad save there. And now Serrani tries to get it out of the zone. And this time they do. Deep it goes. Pratt goes back for it. In behind his net. He looks to set things up. Comes up the far side. They go back across to Cronin. Just misses him. And now they try and push it up the middle of the ice. Leung goes back in for it. Now they come back around. Across D to D. Leung reverses it back. And this time it gets out and down the ice. They set it up behind their net. Cronin. He gets flushed out. Now he comes up the middle of the ice. Leaves it for Marcells. Marcells tries to set it up. He goes to the far side to the far D. A hard shot there. A bouncing puck, and it just sneaks out the side of the net. They look to set it up and go to the far side. Now Luca comes across. They push it back in deep. And once again, back to the D. A bouncing puck, and it somehow stays out of the net. Now this time they look to set it back up once again. They just get it out of the zone. Now they go across to the far side. Cronin. Now it comes back around. McDonald. He picks it up. He fires a hard shot in on net. Sells, grabs that in the corner. And Scoleri, that's Lansfield and Oosterhuis. They come out. Lansfield and Oosterhuis. Sells. He quickly turns and fires one, and Malik pushes it out to the far side. Tombra now in the corner. He's got Lansfield all over him. Oosterhuis goes in and picks it up in the corner. He chips it back in. Now the West Mall looks to bring it out. This time Shen grabs it, and there's a huge glove save off a Shen bomb from the point. And it stays 2-1 for Duffield halfway through the second period. 7:36 remaining. Face off to the left of Malik. Comes back, Harris Peru. Fires it in behind Scoleri, goes in behind the net. He looks to push it back to Sells. Sells now. A couple of guys on him. He looks for the centering pass to Foster, just missed him. Westmall comes the other way. They try and get around Harris Peru. He keeps them to the outside, and deep in the corner they go. They're in behind the net. And now they come out with it. Sells gets through a couple of players. He's got a little bit of room. Sells leaves it for Scoleri. Back into Sells. He just has it roll off his skate. Foster in the corner pushes it back to Scoleri. Scoleri now looks to settle things down. A couple of guys on him, and they hold him off into the corner. They push it back. Westover. He fires a shot. Looking far side. McDonald gets it back to Harris Peru. Now a tip bouncing puck, and Malik covers that up. 6:31 remaining here in the second period. They push it back to the point. Just get it around the D. And now there's a bit of a break. They come in. Puck goes in the back of the net to make it 2-2. With 6:22 remaining in the period. On the face-off, comes back. Oosterhuis pushes it. Now St. John fires it around to Leung. Off the wall. Lansfield works to get it out. Now Leung, the hard-checking West Mall players, gain the zone. They fire one just wide of the net. Now it comes around over to Cronin. Cronin back to his D partner. And they come up the left wing side. They come across to the right. They try and get around Leung. He holds them to the outside. They run out of real estate, and they're in behind the net where Leung comes away with it. Johnny Leung just gets it out of the zone. They throw it back to Roberts. Roberts, he fires the puck the length of the ice, and that goes for icing. So we got 5:28 remaining in the period. Sells on the draw. West Mall, short one man. Finally get the last man on the ice. Little bit of confusion here on the West Mall side. Sells, tries to chip it around to Foster. Rolls off his stick, comes back to Shen at the point. Shen pushes it in, just bounces over Sells' stick, but then he grabs it again. This time he comes out in front. Just! He connected with Scoleri, but it's pushed just wide of the net. And Serrani with a shot that they tried to tip. Now there's a handful of boys in the corner, and it pops out. Pratt grabs it. Pratt tries to push it up the wall, and this time they just get it out. Now they're at center ice. They try and go in deep. Foster angles them off. They push it back in behind the net, where Serrani corrals the puck in the corner. Serrani now up the wall to Scoleri. Just out of his reach. A little bit of too much mustard, and it rolls off. Now they try and come in the zone. Sells. And the big body for West Mall. And this time Shen grabs it. Unable to get it. They get around one. And now it comes back in deep. Sereni gets pushed in the corner. But him and Sells try and get it. It comes back to the point. They fire a shot low. And Beta covers that one up with 3:52 remaining here in the second period. Face off to the left of Beta. Now they push it back to the D. Just out of the zone. McDonald's able to come away with it. And we got an offside with 3:38 remaining here in the period. So we'll do it all over again. Lashenko and McDonald on the draw. Scramble draw, West Mall wins it back to the point. They try and push it up. Now they get it back. Bounced one again. They get around a couple of guys. Westover grabs it. He throws a high one off the boards. And this time it comes across to the far side. Cohen now skates into it. He loses a bit of an edge, but we come to the far side. And we got a hand pass. So with 3:16 remaining, not a lot of action on that last shift. And do it all over again just outside the Duffield zone. Luca on the draw. West Mall grabs it. They go D to D. Roberts. He tries to fire it in deep. Goes back to Leung. Leung now chips it off the wall. They get it around. Lansfield skates into it. He throws it across to Oosterhuis. Just bounces over his stick and into the corner it goes. Now they come around to the far side. They look to try and elude Oosterhuis. Vida pushes it up, but Lansfield, he's able to quickly grab that, but somehow the West Mall player comes away with it. Now, Luca, he gets spun around, and then deep it goes. Vida now with Lansfield all over him. Now it comes back. Leung, they hold in, and he pushes it into Lansfield in the corner. Malik puts his paddle down and covers it up with 2:21 remaining in the period. Sells on the draw. Scramble draws. Foster grabs it. He fires a shot. That hits a body and bounces off into the side. Now Foster tries to roll him out of the play. And they come back down. Leung grabs it. Leung up the middle. Just splits everybody, and that's going to go for icing with 2:01 remaining here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Beta. They push it back. Shen fires one looking to go off the glass. Realized it might have been the wrong rink and it wasn't that 4-foot glass on the far side. Only the 2-foot stuff. And it ends up in the bench. So we'll do it all over again. Sells tries to kick it back, but the West Mall player skates into it briefly. Now it comes into the far side. They try and Carroll it. and put it into the other side. Looking to reverse it or come out. They throw it back to the D. They come over to the far side. Cronin into the corner. Now they look to take control of it. Back to Cronin, but it comes out of the zone. Now he's at center ice. He's got Scoleri all over him. And now Cronin gets around and he chips it in deep. Shen off the wall to Foster. Up. Oh, he just tried to get Scoleri now. Scoleri skates into it. This time he gets it in the zone. It bounces off the wall. The West Mall player looks to try and set it up. Scoleri tries to get back now. They fire one and that goes just wide of the net. This time it comes back out of the zone and they come back to the D. They gain the zone. Now it's back in once again. Deep it goes. Serrani now. Serrani off the boards, tries to get it to Foster. Foster tries to chip it high and out of the zone. And down it goes. Malik looks to set things up. Then they come back around to the other side. Penny pushes it up to his forward. He tries to get around. And now it comes back up. Serrani. High and out of the zone. Comes in. Cohen just has it roll off stick. A great attempt there by Cohen. He's back in the corner. 4 seconds. They're going to try and get something off. Serrani's just able to hold the zone. But that buzzer sounds. And we're going to skate into the third. Tied at 2. So we got 15 minutes left to play. Two as we get ready for some action here. The home team's generally the last one to break coming out of the intermissions. The West Smalls skating to center ice. They try and push it back. McDonald looks to come away with it. He gains the zone, throws it in deep. Now Tennille Rodrigo tries to force him around. Cohen seals off that side. They push it back in once again. McDonald's back in there with Cohen. With Tennille Rodrigo. Now Tennille Rodrigo gets it off the boards to Westover. They push it back in deep. Now it comes around to the far side. Up the middle of the ice they go, then they throw it up to the winger on the left side. A bouncing puck gets through everybody and into the corner. Westover looks to engage the big forward for West Mall. Then they get it out and down the ice. That'll go for icing with 14:07 remaining in the period. Face-off will be to the left of Beta. Luca on the draw. They push it back. Leon, he goes high and off the glass. Oosterhuis now skates into it. Oosterhuis tries to center it to Lansfield. A bouncing puck, dangerous in front of the net there. Now they look to set things down. They come back to St. John. St. John, he fires a hard shot. A blocker save there. And a big glove save by the goaltender for West Mall. 13:45 remaining here in this third period. Face-off will be to the right of Malik. Luca on the draw. Ties his man up. Now they get it back. Leung just pushes it deep into the corner. Oosterhuis skates into it behind the net. Takes a look. Tries to elude his man. A one-timer there just gets pushed wide of the net. St. John keeps it in. Fires it back in deep in the zone. It comes around to Leung. He's able to hold it in. They push it back around. Now Luca, and he throws it back to Leung. Now it comes back once again in the corner. They try and center it. The one-timer just misses. Leung gets in about halfway through. Now Lansfield, he comes away with it once again. Lansfield pushes it back into the far side. Oosterhuis just has it roll off his stick, and St. John goes in and keeps it alive. He throws one through the middle of the ice, and Westmall can't get it past Johnny Leung's skate that time, and it's still just at the blue line. Now they're able to go D to D. Comes back, St. John pushes it over to Leung. He gets it to his stick, then he throws it off the wall. Lashenko skates into that. Somehow he keeps it, then it comes back. That one gets blocked. And another big save there by Beta off the pad. Now it comes around, Scoleri grabs it. Scoleri tries to headman it to Foster. Sells, follows it up. He picks it up, he comes in. He fires a low shot. That gets redirected into the corner. Now Foster gets it back to Sells behind the net. Sells looks to control things. Pushes it back in. Tries to hit Foster or Scoleri. They run out of real estate on the far side. Now they come around. Scoleri all over his man, and now they come up this left wing side. They throw it up the middle of the ice, but Serrani pushes it forward to Sells. Across it goes. Now Foster grabs it. He just throws it in deep. Comes all the way around to Serrani. Serrani tries to push it back in deep again. Foster grabs it this time in the corner. Riley Foster with Scoleri. Scoleri grabs it this time. Now they try and get it back. This time it comes back to Serrani. He fires a shot. That hit a few things. Bounces. Sells almost got some good wood on it. And now Serrani's able to hold it in. Sells. He gets taken down. And it's pushed back out to the far side. Shen hits Tenio Rodrigo. Tenio Rodrigo comes in just wide of the net. Cohen now goes back for it. And now they look to keep them in deep. A turnover there. Tenio Rodrigo. He's in the corner with Cohen. They're trying to keep that puck alive. Eludes a couple. It comes out in front. And then it just stays out of the net. McDonald gets it back. Serrani. A tip shot just wide of the net. Now they're back in the corner once again. Tenio Rodrigo and Cohen. Tenio Rodrigo comes away with it. It just rolls off his stick and through. Now Serrani. Serrani. He goes up the far side. He can hit Tenio Rodrigo. He tries to skate into it. Unable to get it. Now they come back and go to the far side. They look to flush them out once again. And they come up the middle of the ice. Luca on his man. They try and hold it in the zone. Now Luca onto it. Tries to get it up the ice. Now they come back in. They can't get it around Harris Peru. He gets it to Luca. This time they chip it around, but Lansfield's there to hold them off. That goes off Kono's skate. And round it goes. 8:50 remaining here in the third period. Harris Peru now just eludes him. Westover. Westover's deep in the zone. Now they get it up to Luca. Luca leaves it for Lansfield. Lansfield, he gets taken down. Referee says no worse for wear. Now Westover holds his man off. And it comes back out. Vita. Vita looks to elude one. And wide of the net it goes. Sells leaves it for Westover. He gets it high and off the glass. Now down the ice it goes. Scoleri. He chips it off the wall to Foster. Comes back out to St. John. St. John. He misfires there and puts it into the corner. Now we got it back in there. Foster. Foster leaves it for Scoleri. Scoleri and Foster in behind the net. Scoleri grabs it, comes out in front, tries to fire it up and over the shoulder, but they're able to hold it off. Sells. Cuts back into the middle. Leung now. And he fires one, and that goes off the stick of the goalkeeper. Scoleri, now they comes across in. Now it comes back out. Leung fires another one. Sells, fires one wide of the net. Now they try and hold it in deep. It comes around to Sells. Sells looks to set things up. He gets it back to St. John. St. John gets it over to Leung. Leung fires one off a diving West Mall player. Now they throw it back in. Tenio Rodrigo. So it looks like we're going to go and West Mall's got a penalty. So with 6:40 remaining in the period, we got a slashing call. This time they win it back. They push it back into the far side. McDonald tries to get around, he leaves it for the D. Now they can't get it back in. And up the ice it goes. St. John has it roll off his stick. Leung's able to grab it. And that's going to do it for the power play, so we'll have 4-on-4 for the next minute 41. McDonald back to Serrani. They get it out of the zone. They try and chip it in deep. Now it comes back to Serrani. Serrani looks to set things up behind his net. Now he looks to settle it down. He gets flushed out there. Serrani now leaves it for McDonald. He's got a little bit of room. He tries to get around the D. Sets it back up, trips it off the wall to Cohen. Bit of a 2-on-1 develops here now, and a big save, 2 huge saves, and now they try and get it. Now McDonald, he looks to come in. He comes in, he fires a low shot, a bouncing puck. Mullick covers that up. Then we got 5:38 remaining in the period. Sells on the draw. West Mall player skates into it. Now Shen's got to hold him off. That one went off the cross. Oh! Shen went down hard there. Hopefully he's okay. Shen is still down. Some concern for him. Everybody's come out to take a look.